Welcome back to the channel, guys. Let us take on some of the features that are coming soon to the Atlassian. The first one that we're having in here is the mobile session timeouts. So you know that there is the Jira app, that there is a Confluence app, that there's even Ops Genie. Basically, all of the Atlassian mobile apps in there will be having the mobile session timeouts. I find this really interesting because this is gonna enhance the security. I saw that this is something that Salesforce actually does. And basically, if you're not active for a certain period of time, it actually logs you out. And it's tied to your tokens and everything else, but that is like more of a technical side. All right, sync conditional SCIM attributes. Ability to sync the SCIM user provisioning attributes such as profile picture, location, employee ID, and manager. The manager attribute can be used to configure workflow automations. And this is actually available for the Atlassian Guard, which is logical because the Atlassian Guard is the product that is enabling the user provisioning and also the verification of your domains with the whole goal of enhancing the security and adding one more security level to your organization. Improvements to fields management in team managed projects. Okay, what does it say in here? We're providing a way to centrally manage your fields in team managed projects along with performance improvements of views looking at larger number of issues such as backlog view. Well, that's gonna be interesting if there is actually saying that this is gonna be applied. I gotta log in here. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, let me pick this team managed project in here. They're actually saying there's going to be improvements to the backlogs. First, let me add the backlog here. There we go. So improvements to the backlog view. Okay. So this is interesting. Fill your backlog with to-dos. Want to remove all issues in your board's first column to the backlog. Yes, move. It really didn't do anything, did it? Okay. But this part is going to be improved. Okay. Custom project templates for Jira. Admins can create and manage custom project templates by configuring an existing project to be used as a template. Now I'm really curious about this one. What actually this means to configure a specific existing project to actually be a template. There's some questions that the first question that comes to my mind is there going to be a limitation on how many project templates can you actually make based on the projects that you actually made as a template? So the number of templates, is there going to be a limit for that? This is an interesting idea, but I'm just curious how this is going to look and how is it going to work on the logical perspective. New workflow editor, complete functionality. Workflows can now be fully configured using the new workflow editor, including rules, validators, conditions, and post functions, marketplace apps, all transition types, and other capabilities, eliminating the need to switch back to the old or legacy editor. Personally, I am still using the old editor editor because I saw the new workflow, and yes, it had some things like transition names and everything like that, but the UI can actually become problematic when you have more transitions because it's having that lightning strike, lightning bolt icon that is on those transitions. And when you have more of those transitions, when the workflow is scaling and when it's becoming more complex, it's kind of hard for, at least for me, it's hard for me to keep up and to be actually focused on the transitions themselves. So the old Rudder editor will remain available for the time being, as sufficient notice will be provided before the new editor becomes the only available option. Okay, this is kind of new. So that means the old editor is going to be shut down, and the you'll be only be able to actually use the new editor. We'll see how that goes. Atlassian command line interface. Increase control and streamline Jira operations with Atlassian command line interface using scripts and commands. I believe that something like this already exists. I think it's just called the Atlassian CLI. Yeah, there we go. Basically, it's a marketplace app. Yeah, it's a marketplace app developed by AppFire. Now I don't know what is the pricing in here. Alright, so it says it's sold by third-party vendors and all of that good stuff. So that already exists in there, but I understand that this will actually become out of the box feature. Okay. So what is this? Defer rollout. Defer rollout empowers cloud enterprise organization admins with enhanced control and flexibility, allowing them to temporarily defer the rollout to select changes in Jira Confluence and Jira Service Management. Ah, I see. Okay. So this means that when there is actually a new feature going around, when new feature needs to be released, the enterprise org admins can control, and they can say, I want this change to be applied to my organization right now, or we're gonna say we don't need it right now, we don't want to confuse our users just yet, we're just gonna delay this for a certain amount of time. So what else do we have? This is more agile and DevOps, so that's gonna be interesting. Integration with Atlassian teams, and it says integration in Atlassian teams lets you easily assign ideas to a collection of users that make up teams you work with. Okay. Use Atlassian teams to assign ownership of ideas to a squad, notify all members of a team, or track ideas to a team's profile. Since it says Atlassian teams, okay, Jira Product Discovery. I didn't read that. My bad. Atlassian Focus, yeah, totally new product where the focus is on the enterprise users, and this is something that helps executives to unleash their enterprise strategy, where they can visualize, communicate, implement, and monitor their strategic priorities mapped to the supporting goals, work teams, and funds driving those priorities. With focus, organizations can effectively take strategy and translate into plans, actions, and better outcomes across the business. Okay. Then we have smart links for Jira Line, pipelines AI, pipelines AI development, pipelines, and all that stuff. YAML, so you can actually read about more of this stuff. This is interesting. The AI work creation from Slack. Let Atlassian Intelligence suggest summaries and descriptions based on your chat context, transforming discussions into actionable tasks with a single click. Okay, that seems, yeah, that seems really helpful. Ashika metrics in Compass, improving team views. Okay. Onboarding on Compass, configure dashboards on Atlassian Home Beta, with where basically here you'll be able to have your own dashboards right here, or where you can actually make dashboards. That's interesting. Atlassian Analytics, where goals and projects data available in there as well. App activity logs. Okay. Easily view during Confluence app audit logs in an admin.atlassian to strengthen security, improve app transparency. Now, if they're meaning for this, I believe that they're not, because they're saying that this is actually coming soon. There is a option where you can. Oh wait, let me just go back here. Manage your apps, view app requests. No, I don't have it. But there is actually a feature that allows you to go through your app audit logs to see things: who installed the app, if there was an update of an app within the cloud environment, who did the update, and so on and so forth. A Rovo Dev agent for GitHub Copilot. Okay. It seems like there are not really a lot of updates to Rovo, because Rovo has promised a lot of things in there. I wonder how Rovo is going with Atlassian right now. Is that actually the product that the users find something that they would use within their organization? Okay. Forge stuff, app additions are coming to the Atlassian marketplace. That and app additions, your favorite marketplace apps can now offer standard and advanced editions. Customers will have the flexibility to choose between standard and advanced editions, or upgrade from standard to advanced. This provides access to even more exciting capabilities such as advanced features, enhanced services, and support. So, I'm wondering how this will work for the pricing. So then the vendors can actually put the price for the standard edition, and they can also put the price for the advanced edition. And then the question is, okay, should I go for the standard or should I go for the advanced? But it's saying advanced features, doesn't really say much. What kind of advanced features do you get? So it's not really something that is clear. A lot of compliance stuff. Data residency for goals and projects. This is interesting. Data residency support for Rovo. Okay, that's interesting. Sandbox support for Rovo. There we go. Rovo is getting some stuff. AI access role for Rovo and Atlassian Intelligence. There we go. So what is this? The ability to block large language access to data in specific containers within Jira. Okay, that's interesting. Also for Confluence, for Jira Service Management. Okay, a lot of stuff is actually in there. Yeah, and a lot of updates. Yeah, I believe that these are going to be some promising updates. I They already have been, but Atlassian never failed to surprise. I'm not well. I'm not saying negatively. So far, the surprises are positive surprises. So that's good, I guess. All right, that's it for today's upcoming changes to the Atlassian. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. See ya. Bye.